In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angel Snup 7. I am also your soul brother, number 1. Well, breaking news. I wish I could do some of those graphics like some of these folks do. Breaking news. It has been brought to my attention that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has issued a ban to his ministers not to speak about this Netflix Malcolm X documentary. What's up there, Brother Micah? And I'm very sure, because it's been very, very quiet, not only to the ministers, but chances are they have been told as believers that no one speaks on this documentary. I find it strange, since you are the supreme wisdom, since you have the supreme knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom, why you don't have anything to say? Why you don't want to speak? Why you want to become hush-hush? I did not know this, I heard there was a ban to speak on the Malcolm X movie that Spike Lee made back in 1992. There also was a ban not to speak. And you better do what you're told, because if you're not, you could be put on 90-day suspension and you could be shot down in front of your wife and your children. So if you are a minister under Farrakhan, do not speak about this documentary, because your future don't look good. Because next thing you know, you're going to get put out. That's a guarantee. And it's a possibility you could get shot down in front of your wife and your children. That's how they roll in the Nation of Islam. That's how they do that. Look, nobody in their right mind is going to confess to murder. Nobody in their right mind is going to confess to being an accessory to murder. Do you really think that Louis Farrakhan or anybody in their right mind would confess to murder? Just because you was not charged with a crime does not mean you did not do it. There are many folks running around here that wasn't charged with a crime and they done it, but they never was charged, because just like Denzel Washington said in Training Day, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. And if your fellow accessory to the crime is the government itself, then you know, if the accessory to the crime is the government itself, of course, they are going to back you up. I want the files. I want the government to open up the files on Malcolm X assassination. That's what Louis Farrakhan has been saying for years. And he knows that the government had no intent to do that. But this is a different day and time. And you have a different generation of people in the district attorney's office. Also, there is no statute of limitations on murder. So Farrakhan might be getting his wish very, very soon. Because I heard through the grapevine that How you doing there, Andre? I heard through the grapevine that it's a possibility. I think the district attorney of New York or something like that, someone like that, they might just do that. Begin to open up the files. And you know how it is when a rock starts falling down a hill, next thing you know, you have an avalanche. Look, see, if you're really innocent, if you really don't have nothing to hide, then means nothing. But if you've been telling lies for 50 years, you've been covering yourself, and you've been making up. See, this is another thing. This documentary is so powerful that you really have to take your time to make up your lie, how you're going to justify a lot of the information that's in the documentary. So, because when you begin to open up your mouth, people are going to be looking at, well, what about this? So maybe it's very wise that Farrakhan issued this ban, because the people under his voice, they have not done any research on their own. They're going by what he tells them. That's why they are called believers. They are making no attempts to do any research on their own. They believe what he says, and they will only research, and they will only do enough to support what they believe. Just like Christians, just like people that believe in religion. They will study, they will do their research only enough to support Jesus, only to support Allah or whatever the God in question. That's all they would do. They will not begin to really dig and understand what Christianity is. They will not really dig to see what Islam is, or what Kemetic teachings is, or Hebrew Israelite teachings, or the more science. They won't dig deep to find out what it's really all about, where it come from. It didn't come from God, that's for sure. It came from a man. Where he got it from, where it actually come from, you don't care. I was doing so bad, and Jesus come into my life. I was doing so bad, and Muhammad came into my life. I was doing so bad. We slaves for 400 years in this country, and I'm a Moor. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I don't belong here anyway. My people was kidnapped here a long time ago. I come from the ports of Spain. I come from the ports of Africa somewhere. It's just all just stuff that we was given, and we really, including myself, we were given these teachings, we was given these stories, and we really didn't question nothing. Even though some of this stuff is outright, bells should have went off in your head real quick. But we're not taught to think. We're not taught to use critical thinking skills. We are asked to believe, and we become loyal believers. So now you have a predicament if you are a follower of Louis Farrakhan, because you got a lot of explaining to do. It seems as though the actual killer of Malcolm, the one that the gunshot that actually caused his death, the man was living in New York and New Jersey all the time for years. And you know how it is in the community. People hear things, they know things, and they had an idea, and a lot of folks knew or had an idea that this man probably was the one that done it. Because some of us can't keep our damn mouth shut. If you don't keep it, if you tell information to somebody, or if you give information outside of yourself, there's a big possibility that others will spread that. Well, honey, Don't tell nobody I told you this. But that brother with that boxing ring around the corner, I heard that he was the one that shot Malcolm X. But nobody went to the authorities and tell the rumor. You don't even have to say who you are. Get on the telephone like y'all do and just say, hey, y'all need to look into this man here in New Jersey. It's a rumor and I'm not really sure about it, but y'all need to investigate this guy. Chances are he's the one that shot Malcolm X. Nobody done that. You hiding a murderer. You're hiding a killer. And if you think Louis Farrakhan did not know this, now I don't know how this is going to affect the Nation of Islam, because some people don't care. If Farrakhan came out and said he actually knew that Malcolm was going to be murdered, they would not even care, because Malcolm deserved it. They understood. I understood the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. I understood why you didn't tell us outright, sir. You have my loyalty, sir. Assalamu alaikum. That's the mindset of some people. He can tell right now and just admit, I was accessory to a crime. I knew about it. Malcolm deserved it. So what? And a majority of his people still gonna stay with him. They don't care about honesty. They don't care nothing about integrity. Farrakhan make me feel good. I just love me some Farrakhan. Go ahead, minister. I just love it, this man. This man, I just love him. So it don't make any difference. Just like Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, PhD. Umar Johnson can tell the people, I don't have a real degree. I'm not going to build a school. It don't make them any difference. They still going to rock with Umar. They're going to make up excuse in their mind. I understand, Brother Umar, why you had to say and do the things that you did and blah, blah, blah. It's all right, Farrakhan, that you knew that this man was going to get shot down on a Sunday. It's all right, because he deserved it anyway. So you're dealing with a group of people who are the slave of the slave. You're dealing with a group of people who are not righteous. The devil of the devil, the demon of the demon. You're dealing with a people who are nothing but pure slaves. They just found a new slave master. Umar Johnson is my slave master now. Louis Farrakhan is my slave master now. Tariq Nasheed, and the list goes on. They got to have them a slave master. And if you go back to the history of slaves, from the physical slaves, they will tell you, my master don't do no wrong. My master is good. If your master was so good, why are you a slave? Brother Andre says, didn't Malcolm say himself that he would have killed for Elijah Muhammad at one point, so he understood their mindset? That's what Malcolm said, because he was crazy too. He said it himself. Malcolm said, if somebody like him was running around talking about Elijah Muhammad the way he was doing, he said he would do the same thing. See how, it's because of religion. And these people have turned our liberation into a religion. Now, instead of just being liberated, you have to fall into the criteria of this religious idea, their morality also. You can't just be free. You have to accept their idea, their morality, their self-righteousness. You have to accept that too. That's not what liberation is about. Liberation is just about simply being liberated from an oppressor. I don't have nothing to do with your morality, how you look at the world and your God and all this stuff, however, whatever your morality is. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's your own personal crap. But they have turned the liberation struggle into a religion. So pro-blackness is a religion. This Kemetic teachings is a religion. The Moorish Science Temple is a form of religion. The Hebrew Israelite is a religion. All of it is religion, has nothing to do with liberation or revolution. These are not revolutionaries. These are religious zealots that you are caught up in. They hide their dirty religion behind revolutionary thought, and you're wanting to be liberated from an oppressor. They shield their dirty religion behind the things that we actually need. But I would hope that this is a sign of an avalanche coming, not only to the Nation of Islam. Then you have somebody like Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, the pressure's getting to him so bad, he's on YouTube, social media, threatening people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to beat your zaz, and all this stuff. He's falling apart. The pressure is on him. The pressure is on the Nation of Islam. Really, the pressure is going to be on pro-blackness itself because you don't produce nothing. Y'all some nasty liars, profane, vulgar. You tell half-truths. You sell false hopes and dreams. This pro-blackness stuff, all of it needs to get the hell out the way. They are the most divisive people among us. They are the reason why. One of the reasons why we cannot get unity. If you notice, I know in my experience, I can gather and talk to everybody, but when it comes to these pro-black type folks, they have strings attached. They want to take charge. They want to run things. They want to bring in their crap, their morality, and how they view things. They are the ones among us who is keeping hell going on that keep us from being united and doing what we need to do. I want, and I hope that this is a sign, all this pro-black crap is in trouble. Unless you straighten your act out. But the way pro-blackness is given to us, the way it is presented, the way it is painted, it all needs to be thrown into the garbage. The Nation of Islam and all its affiliates, subsidiaries, all of it needs to be thrown in the garbage. You still going to hold on to Louis Farrakhan, and clearly you see that you was lied. Something, you was told a lie. Like I told you, some people are going to follow this man, like some of my relatives. They are going to follow this man to the day they die. So you are a liar and you're a hypocrite talking about you want truth and you want justice. You want righteousness. How is telling lies and covering up things do a person? Is that showing that you have good integrity? Is this showing that you are an honest person? See, this is too much powerful, on-point information for them to just come out and just screw around with. If you want to debunk, if you want to refute, you got to get this documentary and what kind of lie that you're going to make to debunk and counter what's presented in the documentary. That's a whole lot of work. And they're not ready for it. So your best bet is to be silent, because you come out here, you're going to put your foot in your mouth, and the hole you dug for yourself just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't see how Nation of Islam lasted as long as it has? Will it? Yes, I do. Because we are looking for a slave master. We're looking for a Messiah. We're looking for somebody to save us and guide us to the divine. And because a Negro can talk, because he has charisma, because he has some kind of personality, because he make you feel good, you're going to roll with it. And you don't question nothing. It's going to be that's going to be our downfall. Waiting on Jesus, waiting on God, waiting for the Messiah, waiting for this Savior, waiting. And you're not looking at yourself, not thinking for yourself. You're not using the brain that your God gave you. Now, I don't know how this will affect the Nation of Islam. I'm pretty sure some of the members might quit. I'm done with it. Where are the defenders of Farrakhan? I remember the defenders of Farrakhan used to come at me real hard. What you think you're talking about? Pow, pow, pow. They don't come to Angel 7 no more. They know who I am, and the defenders of Farrakhan stay away from me because they don't have nothing coming. I don't hardly hear too much about the defenders of Farrakhan like I used to. Because Farrakhan always keeps some stuff going for you to defend. And now you really got the big one to defend. You really got it. I want to say to you in closing my short talk here, why don't we do what we claim we are? We're truth seekers. Stop dealing with this personality stuff and people charismatic and they can talk. Who cares? The devils can talk too. How many of you was taught you went to buy a car and somebody talked you into getting a lemon? How many of you ladies out there, because somebody can talk, you got babies by a man that you don't like, but at the time he could talk real smooth? So just because somebody can talk don't mean they are talking for your benefit. They are talking for their benefit. Louis Farrakhan is an old man, and basically he's gotten away with it. So at this point in time, it really don't make any difference what happened. He's lived a good life on your money, on my work, on my time. He's lived a good life, a millionaire. And at this point in time, it really don't make any difference. Whether the Nation of Islam can handle the storm or it can't, it don't make no difference. He's going to make it. He's made it. What are you going to do? And see, I know this really hurts because my relatives and so many, the thousands that believe in Farrakhan, this is a hurtful thing. And you really can't accept the fact, damn, this man, we've been lied to. It's a hard thing to accept. Morning, Alston. It's a hard thing to accept. Do you know how Malcolm must have felt when he learned all this stuff about this man that he put on this pedestal? That's a hurtful thing. It's a hurtful thing to know somebody that you put your faith in and you put them on this high platform and you find out they are the lowest of the low. Very disappointing. You don't know what to do. Like some of these people, you have given 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to the church. You've given Farrakhan 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You don't want to turn around. All this wasn't real. I did all this. I believe all this and it don't mean nothing. We cannot accept that. Some people will actually go insane to learn all this. This documentary is probably messing a lot of believers in Farrakhan, messing their minds up, because some of this information is irrefutable. You cannot debunk it. So now the question is coming, do you want to do right or do you want to do wrong? Are you a personality follower or you really are a servant of God himself? God would not be pleased with this. If God is pleased with this, then I'm glad I don't have nothing to do with your God. I would hope that the case of Malcolm X assassination, I would hope that it would be reopened and investigated, because files and other information that we don't know nothing about, it would be released. And it would only make Nation of Islam situation even worse. Because Farrakhan knows if they open up the case of Malcolm X again, it's not going to look good for the Nation of Islam, even though he may still be in the clear. It's still not going to look good for the Nation of Islam. See, look, when you lie, you only make it bad for yourself. It would have been easier for Farrakhan to say, unfortunately, well, actually, it would have been better if he was silent on Malcolm a long time ago. But no, he came out, Malcolm was a hypocrite. He's a traitor. A man worthy of death. You don't tell us what to do with our traitors. You know, all this nonsense that Farrakhan was coming. And now you're facing the consequences of your big mouth. I made a video not too long ago about Umar Johnson and Louis Farrakhan. The reason why they catch the hell they catch is because they can't keep their mouth shut. They always got to keep talking, keep spewing crap. And so now you have Louis Farrakhan, you also have Umar Johnson. They both slipping on a banana peel, both of them. In fact, pro-black consciousness, people are beginning to open their eyes to see that the pro-black, all this pro-black consciousness stuff is a road to nowhere. People are beginning to see that. Not only myself, but there are many, many people making videos and they're talking about, I'm done with the black conscious community, Pan-Africanism, pro-blackness. I'm done with all that stuff because they see it ain't going nowhere. Bunch of talk. They are incompetent. And the reason why it's not going nowhere, because pro-blackness really is pro-whiteness. If it was not for pro-whiteness, you would not have pro-blackness. That's where it comes from. Pro-blackness, all this blackity black stuff comes from racism. If you take racism out of the equation, all this other stuff don't exist. There was nobody talking about comedic science and teachings and herding sheep like the Hebrew like the Hebrew Israelites. Nobody was talking all this stuff. All this stuff come from a slave trying to find themselves. That's where it comes from. It comes out from the information that your slave master gave you. You took it and ran with you. He called you African and you ran with it. And there are some folks who want to kill you if you don't call yourself an African. African is a general term. If you really know who you are, you must be specific and say what tribe or nation you come from. But they're never specific. The racists call most of the people that was dark-skinned African. Whether you was here or actually on the continent, They didn't give a care. Y'all look the same to me. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before. All Negroes look the same. And that's how they saw us. Melanated people, dark-skinned people, they saw us. Y'all are the same. Y'all are Africans. And you roll with that narrative. And you claim to be an African. You speak no African language. You don't dress African. You don't do nothing. So what's the sense of telling about I'm an African and you're not even trying to be what you tell about that's what you are? What's the sense of saying I'm Batman, but you never see me with a cape and cowl and swinging on a rope in Gotham City? So what's the sense of me? I'm Batman. And people looking at you, if you Batman, you know, do you swing through, you know, I mean, where's the Batmobile? You know? Breaking news, breaking news. Farrakhan issues silence on the Malcolm X documentary. And really that's a good move because you start talking and you don't get, you haven't got your lies straight. It's better that you be quiet. So I'm not shocked. You don't hear Brother Ben X talking about the documentary or the other guy, Malcolm Flex X10, whatever his name is, and Nuri Muhammad and Wesley. They talk about every damn thing, but they ain't gonna talk about this. Because this one here is bringing the heat. Gotta get your lies straight. Now, if you tell the truth, you don't have to worry about it. Umar Johnson don't have to, look, the only thing Umar Johnson has to do is say, look, brothers and sisters, I want to build a school. This is too much for me. The donations isn't coming the way I thought they would. I just can't do it. I have $50,000 left. I had to live. I had to live off the, just be honest with the people. And then what can the haters do? You're doing the right thing. I got $50,000 left, brothers and sisters. I'm going to donate it to a school that's already up and running. They're doing an excellent job with the children, boys and girls. I hope that you forgive me. I really tried to do my best. I really wanted this. That's the reason why I hung on to my dream for so long. I just got to be honest with you. That's all Umar Johnson has to do. Because a lot of the information that Umar Johnson has is good information. And he can continue to teach. You just can't build a school. I just can't do it, brothers and sisters. I really tried. And then you had all these people making mockery of me. And, the mental stress. He knows how to do it. And then be done with it. Because the reality is, Umar Johnson is not going to build a school. It's not going to happen. It's a false hope and it's a false dream. It's never going to happen. Umar Johnson is collecting less donations than he did 10 years ago. So how are you going to build a school? And you getting less donations now because of this fiasco that you created because you can't control your mouth. And like I told you, Farrakhan don't have to really worry about too much because he's made it to the end. Whatever happens now, it really don't make any difference. His family is cared for. He's lived a good life. He done ate a lot of good shrimps and lobster. Good health care benefits. Been all over the world. I mean, hey. Okay, y'all caught me in a lie. So what? I mean, really don't make no difference for Farrakhan at this point. Okay, Malcolm X documentary, y'all caught me all in my lie. Okay. Like I told you, people gonna stick with him regardless anyway. My family members are going to stick with Farrakhan to the day they die. They don't care. So at this point, it really makes no difference. But we would like to know what happened. We would like for the Malcolm X family to get answers so they really could put their parents to rest, as you say, spiritually. And that would be good for that family. And for those of us who know a little about the lives of Malcolm X's daughters, a lot of them, they're not living really wonderful lives. Some of them are really struggling. And some of this comes from the mental torture, the hell that they've been through for the past 40-some years. So Farrakhan has made it. It makes no difference. He's made it to the finish line. We know that Farrakhan did not actually shoot Malcolm, but that does not mean he didn't know that it was going to happen. He was an accessory to the crime. We know this. But he's made it. So I want to talk to the believers in Farrakhan, the believers in all this pro-blackness stuff. You need to reevaluate and rethink and relook all this stuff, because really all of it is the same. They have the same mentality. They have the same mindset. Going on 100 years. 100. Going on 100 years. What has it done for us? What is it doing for us? What is it accomplishing? Nothing. And if you want to hold on to your pro-blackness because it teaches you self-love and unity, well, you need to get rid of the hypocrites. You need to get rid of all these scumbags, because they are making pro-blackness. They are making Nation of Islam. They are making Kemetic teachings, the More Science Temple, and all this black stuff that we got, including the church. These hypocrites making it look really, really bad for you. I'm very glad that only a small portion of the 40 million plus in this nation gravitate to this black conscious garbage. And there's a reason for that. Because the 40 million plus are not racist. See, you are a racist wannabe. Pro-blackness is nothing but chocolate-covered racism. And our people, the majority of the people that we come from, they're not interested in that stuff no more. They just want to be left alone. Give me freedom, justice, and equality. All that other stuff. Oh, my skin is so special. And we're the children of the sun. And we live. And the white man die being in the sun. They don't want to hear all that melanated teaching stuff. They're not interested. Just give me a decent job. Leave me the hell alone. I want to raise my family in a good place. They don't want all that stuff that y'all talking about. And you represent it in a nasty way, all high and mighty and think you the stuff. And pro-blackness gives you a false sense of superior intelligence. Because if Umar Johnson and Farrakhan had superior intelligence, they would not be going through this mess that they find themselves in. It gives you an illusion. And to other people who don't think, Farrakhan is amazing, he's the smartest guy in the world, Umar Johnson, and they are, but they're also stupid. They are also stupid. Yes, they are intelligent, they are smart, but they're also stupid, like many of us are. I make stupid mistakes. I do stupid things. We all do dumbass things. That's life. But before you get into the hole too damn deep, you need to think, say, hey, wait a minute, I need to slow my roll. I need to do this differently. Also, you got people following you. So when you drive in a car, you got other people in your car. You are responsible for their life too. If you do something dumb and drive off a cliff, you kill yourself and all of them. So Umar Johnson and Farrakhan and all these supposed to be leaders and personalities, you are responsible for the lives and the deaths of people. You don't follow me. So you can't hold me, you can't charge me with that because you don't follow me. So I'm not responsible for any of y'all that fall off a cliff. You went there on your own. You weren't following me. But these preachers and teachers and ministers and professors and doctors and whatever you want to call yourself, and the people are falling off a cliff, it's your damn fault. Because you don't want to do right. You only worried about praise and honor and money and booty. You falling for the old okie doke. It's all about you. And see, we need to be smart enough to see that these people only think about themselves. Why you keep following folks? They're not caring about you. They don't think about you. Now look at Farrakhan, because of his lies, because of his deception. Now look at, you got people like Brother Ben, Brother Nuri, they all caught up in this stuff. I'm very sure Brother Ben, Brother Nuri, and Brother Wesley, a lot of brothers and sisters in the nation of Islam are beautiful people. I know they are because I was there. But your leadership is foul. You're following leadership that's foul. You're following leadership that is self-praising, money hungry, booty chasing. They're not being honest with you. They sell you false hopes and dreams, and now you all caught up. And whether you like it or not, people are going to ask you about that documentary. They're going to ask you whether you like it or not. You can be silent and don't have an official response because you're going to get caught up in your lie. But people are going to ask you about that film on Netflix. They are going to keep asking you, Umar Johnson, about what you done with that money, about that with that school, and going to ask you about your own mental health because you falling apart, sir. You falling apart. I would advise Umar Johnson. I met Umar Johnson briefly in 2011, I think it was. I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but you are way over your head. And it's easier just to be honest. Look, I can't do it, y'all. This school thing, I can't do it. It's all coming to an end anyway. The people still going to love you, Umar. Your people still going to support you. And they will look at you even better. They say, look at Umar. He came to us honest. They still going to support you. They are still going to support Farrakhan if he just said, look, I'm just tired of this. Look, this I'm going to give y'all. Now, I don't expect him to say I'm an accessory to a murder. I don't expect Farrakhan to do that. But I would like for Farrakhan could come out and just say, look, this is what I really know. And just be honest. That's the best way that you, honesty, they say, is the best policy. The people still gonna love you. You're still gonna keep rolling. But now at least you show that you got a little integrity. And you show at least you're a little worthy of people listening to you because now you have become man enough to just keep it real. And that's what this ministry is about, just keeping it real. Keeping it real. I don't have to make up excuses. I don't have to make up stuff, whatever, because I'm going to keep it real all the time. I'm not going to be saying something out of my mouth and doing something behind closed doors. I don't roll that. I don't have any secrets. Now, I do have personal things. That's none of your damn business. It's not a secret, but it's not none of your damn business. My own personal thing. But I don't keep secrets like that. I don't have nothing to hide. Now, if I wanted to hide anything, I was the one. Nobody exposed me. When I first came to YouTube, I was the one that talked about my incarceration in a mental institution. I done that. You could not find out about that if you wanted to. It's not public record. I'm the one that talked about it. Any documentation that you see on the internet, I'm the one that put it out there. Now, if I wanted to keep something a secret, I would have kept that a secret. I'm not ashamed of it. I wanted to tell people about the evil of the criminal justice system in America. And some of you, when you hear my story, you can understand until you get mad at me. Then soon as you get mad at me, yeah, I see why you was in the crazy house. I see why you mentally ill. Oh yeah, but before, as long as I agree with what you're talking about, as long as you thought I was something I never claimed I was, yeah, man, the white man locking all the brothers up and blah, blah, blah. But as soon as you don't like somebody, yeah, you need to go back to the crazy house. I see you mentally ill. See, and this is the type of mindset, this is the type of mentality that y'all following. You need to get away from it. See, that's hypocrisy. How you gonna wish a black man, because that's what you're gonna call me, how you gonna wish a soul brother to be locked up? Then you turn around and talk about how the white man, the school to prison pipeline crap. Oh, unless some of the students don't like what the hell you talking about, then you glad they went to prison. See, it's all hypocrisy. That mentality, we should not want to follow that. These people are homophobic. They don't like your white wife or your white dog or your white husband. It's none of their business what you do with your life. It's none of their business. People do things for reasons. It's none of my business. I don't care if you got a Caucasian wife or a Caucasian whatever. I personally don't care. It's not my business. Or what you do in your bedroom. You want to sleep with a man, you a man, I don't care. It's not none of my business. The number one priority is simple liberation from an oppressor. You don't want to live around homosexuals? You don't have to. You don't want to live around interracial couples? You don't have to. That's your business. Go over there. I'm pretty sure they don't want to live around you either. Bye. Who cares? I'm not interested in your personal life. What I'm interested in is that everybody who fits the description, descendant of slave, born in America, having dark, melanated skin, with African or Aboriginal or other ancestry, you deserve, and you was born in America, of course, you deserve freedom, justice, and equality. I'm not interested in all the other stuff. My personal wants and needs and morality, I'm not going to put that on you. It's none of my business. So, I would say I wish the best of luck to Farrakhan. I would say I wish the best of luck to Umar Johnson. I only wish you luck if you want to do right. Like Spike Lee said, if you want to do the right thing. But you want to keep going down these paths of deception and lies, manipulation, telling half-truth, and keep selling false dreams and hopes. No, I don't wish no good luck for you. You deserve everything that you get. I just feel sorry for all those who blindly follow people like this. Because you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. And you are on a road to nowhere. On that note, this video only supposed to be 20 minutes. On that note, I'm out of here. Jot down your comments, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. I don't, y'all know how I roll. I really don't care. But I would hope that you would share. I would hope that you would spread this message that I know that is good for us. And thank you for listening. Hey there, Alquan, what's going on? And my brother Alquan, y'all said my brother Alquan. Yeah, my brother Alquan, he's going through some crap or just went through some crap with some pro-black idiots. And I want to say this too. Just because we cool you got to be right. And I'm cool with the person that false flag Alquan's original channel. His channel is hard cold right now. And I'm cool with this guy. And he thought just because we cool, I'm just going to believe anything that he says. I don't rock that way. I'm my own man. I do my own thinking. If you're right, you're right. I will stand with you. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I told him I don't like false flaggers. Alquan, hard code, gave me information to show that this group of people was flagging him. So I asked the man, are you saying that Alquan Photoshop this copyright flag notice? He flagged himself? Is this what you're saying? Are you saying, did you or did you not flag this man? Never did get a response. See, that's what I'm talking about. And these people are pro-black, Pan-African crap. They have no integrity, they have no honesty. Just because we cool. Also, these same people, I paid them to promote on their blog talk show, to promote, I think it was Soul Liberation Day 2018, I think it was. Didn't do it at all. I paid for it. I said, I would donate to your platform if you promote Soul Liberation Day 2018. And I listened to the broadcast, never, but you know, so I didn't even say nothing about it. You can keep the money. They already showed me what kind of person you were. So it's easy for me to understand that when hard code Alquan told me what happened, it was easy for me to believe it because I see what I'm dealing with. We need to leave this black conscious garbage alone. All this Pan-Africanism, all this mess, these people are up to no good. They're just looking for slaves for their plantation, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna get on one of these plantations. Not interested. I've had enough slave master crap messing around with the Europeans. I don't need a Negro slave owner. It's not gonna happen. And I'm very sure Hard Code and Alquan, all those in the chat room and all of us that's listening to me, we're not interested to be slaves. We're trying to get out of slavery. We don't want to go to another slave master. We don't want a slave owner. I want to be free. This is my life. I do with my life what I want to do. So, on that note, hey, how you doing there, Sister Noble? Sister Noble said, we're going into extinction. It's too late for us. Hey, I'm a realist. It is what it is. I would hope that we could change this whole thing around, but that might not be the case. I would hope, you know, but I'm a realist. All stories don't have happy endings. There are many birds that would extinct. There's many insects. It's a whole lot of life on this planet that we don't even know nothing about. Been here and gone. Don't know nothing about it. And so we think that it can't happen to us. Well, it can, and it has happened to folks in the past. You're not nothing special where it can't happen to you or me. So on that note, I need to get out of here. I have to make some moves. I want to thank everybody that joined me, even if they joined me late. Thank you. I appreciate it for you coming here in support of your brother, Sister Noble, Hard Code, and Sister Allison, and Micah Perry, and who else is there? Brother Andre, and who else? Okay, yeah. And StreamYard. StreamYard in the house. Of course, simulcast on Facebook. I didn't even check my Facebook. Okay. Facebook is good. All right. Shout out to my Facebook. Hey, what's up, y'all, in Facebook? Thank you so much, Facebook, for joining us. Thank you so much. And I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. This was supposed to be a 20-minute video, and it went way beyond that. But I just like Spike Lee said, do the right thing. We do the right thing, and we can get out of this situation. It might not be too late. Let's prove Sister Noble Levine wrong. Change our course of action. Change the way we do things. It might not be too late. So until next time, as Dr. Cornelius always say, is important. Catch you on the flip. I wish us love, peace, and soul. We out.